What is up, XRP community? Welcome back to another video. Thank you for joining me. I want to talk about Ripple and the product XRP being 10 years in the making. A $240, yes, $240 triple digit XRP price potential. And then a lot of stuff is happening with Congress. We're seeing a lot of regulators come forward and apply pressure to Gary Gensler. You're going to want to see all this. So let's hop right into it. This guy tweeted out, Bitcoin maxis still have zero clue that David Schwartz created the XRP ledger 35 years ago, 20 years before the Bitcoin white paper. And they linked this document here, showing this ledger has been in the works for 20 years in the making. This goes back to 1988. Some rumors say David Schwartz used to work for the National Security Agency. I'm not going to speculate on that, but what I do know is this guy is brilliant. When the internet was coming out in the 80s, this guy was already focused on blockchain technology, so never forget that. Also, if you guys use Twitter, best spot to tweet me a story, information, or just contact me is my Twitter. I have a link in the video description below. And here, taking the past bull run from 2017, when XRP went from a fraction of a penny up to $3, massive gains were created. Looking at the chart, it might look like a short-term chart for you, but this goes all the way back to 2014. In history, often rhymes. It doesn't repeat, but it often rhymes. In using that impulse from 2017. And think, guys, this impulse in 2017 was just pure speculation. Crypto was even newer than it was today, and there was no utility and use case behind XRP. There was utility, but not adoption. So we have the same retail FOMO from 2017. Crypto's a lot larger. Ripple's been building a ton for the past few years. Combine utility, businesses using XRP, these big banks that we know are going to use it, like Bank of America, like JP Morgan, and then also combine that with retail FOMO, triple digit XRP. I'm not going to say when, I'm not going to say this year or anything crazy like that, but it's definitely in the cards. Now take a listen to this woman talking about XRP and XLM.
Payments to use 2022, while the Federal Reserve in the US is encouraging financial institutions to adopt it by 2023. So what does this mean for digital currencies? ISO 20022 has the potential to play a key role in the development and implementations of CBDCs, as it provides a flexible and standardized framework for financial messaging.
ISO 20022 provides a flexible framework for these digital assets to be implemented into this new global financial landscape. And XRP and XLM and a few other ones are already ahead of the curve. They're already ISO 20022 compliant. And if you guys need a spot for digital assets or XRP, I recommend Uphold. It's sleek, it's simple, it's secure. It's where I buy my XRP and Flare every single day. A link to Uphold in the video description below. And if you want $41 guaranteed for free, sign up with Webull, deposit 1 penny. You can get up to 3,000 in free stocks, but you're guaranteed $41 minimum lowest value. It's a great offer just for signing up, depositing a penny, sell your $41 in stocks, close your account, do whatever you want, buy some more XRP or Flare. A link to Webull in the video description below. Moving forward here, Republican congressman talking about SEC Chairman Gary Gensler. SEC Chair Gensler has consistently said that crypto companies need to come in and register. Have you tried registering with the SEC? Listen to the chief legal officer at Kraken, another big U.S. exchange. Listen to his response.
Quote, come in and register. I'd like to learn more about what that process actually looks like. In your role as chief legal officer at a crypto exchange, have you tried registering at the SEC, and what has that experience been like for you and other exchanges?
Thank you for the question, Congressman. It's become this this meme, this oft repeated saying that cryptocurrency and digital asset companies should just come in and register, that it's just a form on the website. It is not. It's unclear to us, and I believe it's unclear to the regulators as well, just what registration means for a digital asset exchange, and for, I would say, every meaningful provider in the digital asset ecosystem. Registration is typically the filing of an S1 statement, which is the form by which companies spend millions of dollars and many years to go public and become a public company. Frankly, there are a number of securities practitioners in the room. I think we would all be lying if we had any idea how that could possibly work for the products that digital asset companies offer today. There is no realistic path.
There is no realistic path. And this is coming from the chief lawyer of an actual crypto exchange who's had to work with all of the BS that Gary Gensler puts forth. In here, we have a document from the Development Futures Series working papers titled Cryptocurrency in Africa. And they cite, guess, drumroll please, Ripple of all companies. They say one example of this is Ripple's cryptocurrency XRP and its cross-border payment network for hundreds of financial institutions globally. 22 XRP can bridge, sorry, not 22, that's just a typo. XRP can bridge 2 local fiat currencies on either side of a cross-border transaction within 3 seconds. This is what we always boast about, and this is the bread and butter of the XRP token and the utility it provides. Now take a listen to Mr. Torres, no relation to Judge Torres, talking about facts and myths in the overreach of the SEC.
Anti-crypto derangement syndrome that clouds clear thinking about crypto regulation. Although there are too many myths to dispel, I will take the occasion to address a few of them. Myth, a statutory framework for crypto, would undermine 9 decades of securities law. Fact, the New York State Department of Financial Services has an alternate framework for regulating virtual assets. And far from undermining securities regulation, DFS has shown itself to be the most rigorous regulator of crypto in the world. Myth, there's no need at all for the SEC to provide regulatory clarity and guidance, and that calls for clarity and guidance are nothing more than a pretext for evading lawful compliance. Fact, even the Investor Advisory Committee, which favors Gary Gensler's approach to enforcement, concedes that there is in fact a need for regulatory clarity. Quote, the SEC should consider issuing a request for comment regarding areas where additional guidance is needed related to the application of federal securities laws to crypto assets. Myth, it does not matter at all if crypto is driven offshore. Fact, offshore, deregulated, over-leveraged companies like FTX carry the greatest risk of losing customer funds, a point that Gary Gensler himself did not dispute when pressed under questioning. Myth, registration with the SEC is just a form on a website. Fact, the notion of registration as just a form on a website is patently false. So false, in fact, that it would come as a shock to all the securities lawyers and companies spending millions of dollars on SEC registration and compliance. Myth, the SEC has the right to crack down on crypto because the technology has no utility. It does more harm than good. Fact, the SEC is statutorily designed to be a merit-neutral regulator. Even if SEC chair were as omniscient as God himself, he nonetheless...
The SEC is supposed to be a neutral regulator, and that brings up a great point from Digital Asset Investor. Okay, he says, pay attention, folks. And he quotes a tweet from Eleanor Trinette. She's a business and finance journalist for Fox. She says, on the issue of who should regulate the digital asset industry, Tim Masad suggests a joint self-regulatory organization that comes up with the rules that would be approved by both the SEC and this SCFTC. And this guy cites a picture of former President Barack Obama and who? Gary Gensler. It is clear that this guy is in there with the suits and the ties. If you guys enjoyed this video or you learned something new, make sure you smash that like button. And if you're still listening, comment resign Gary Gensler in the comment section below. When you watch the full video, it really supports the channel. So let me know you're a loyal supporter by commenting resign Gary Gensler in the comment section below. And don't miss out on your free stocks, guys. A link to Webull in the video description below. You're guaranteed $41. Could get up to $3,000 just for signing up and depositing a penny. A link in the video description below. God bless you guys. Until next time.